Hi, this is Anna from JestPaint. I'm going to be painting an exciting design on Deanna today. We're going to be featuring our bolt brushes. It's a new line by JestPaint. We've got a 1-inch stroke, which is basically a flat brush with nice short bristles. We also have a 3/4 inch stroke, which is a nice flat brush for one-stroke designs. We have a petal brush that's called the blooming brush. And then we are going to be using some of our liners. They're nice, long, with a pointy tip. And these liners are great for teardrops and fluid swirls and twirls. To start, I'm going to load up my 1-inch stroke with the Global Fun Stroke Mexico. This is going to be a hot-cold combination. Rainbow cake combo. So I'm going to use a hot color, which will be our Mexico, and then I'm going to be using a cold one, which is going to be Taupo. So the 1-inch is nice, especially for adult faces. I can cover a lot of territory, and I'm just going to pull in, pull out, pull in, and kind of vary it in and out. Out. So that some petals are going to be longer and some are short, and it's basically a butterfly wing. I want this angle to go up a little bit. No, actually I'm going to put a flower there, so I'm going to leave it. Then I'm going to use the blooming brush to fill in on top of her eye really quick.
For those wondering, the brushes are a painted wooden handle, so they look kind of plastic, but they're actually painted wood. And orange glows under black light. So they're like perfect for black light gigs where sometimes you're having a hard time finding your brushes, or even if you're at a festival, you know, your brush falls on the grass, that glowing neon orange will definitely make them easier to find.
I'm loading the Taupo. Instead of doing like a double load for a petal, I'm just rolling it on 2 or 3 of the colors. So I'm picking up the dark blue, the teal, and the lime. And then I'm going to use that for the flowers. So I'm going to start one flower right at the crack of her eye, and I'm going to drag the thin tip and then press it out. And leave a little bit of a space, drag the tip, press it out. Leave a little space, drag the tip, press it out. Leave a little space, drag the tip, press it out. And then I have room, I can throw in another petal kind of angling in towards her face. So it's kind of going around her eye. And then I'm going to do another one up here at the top. And this blooming brush is great because it just makes a variety of shaped petals depending on how you want to squish it. I gotta breathe.
The bristles on those brushes are a little bit softer than some other brands, and we did that on purpose because softer bristles can pick up more paint, so you can go for longer. And in general, they're easier to swirl around. If the brush is too stiff, it might flake on you while you're trying to do swirls. So if you're used to stiffer bristles, you're gonna have to practice a little bit to get used to it. But a lot of painters actually have been asking about softer bristles brushes. Most of it, painters that are used to painting on other mediums where natural hair brushes are the go-to. These are synthetic brushes, but the bristles are like an imitation of natural bristles.
Oh, I'm going to just put some little baby ones there and kind of curl them in. So that was with the blooming brush. And then I'm going to get some white highlights, and we're going to add some baby's breath really quick and some polka dots.
What brush are you using?
And I am loading up the number 1 liner. Or number 2 liner. Psych, we don't have a number 1.
So she is using the liner number 2, which is
put some little dots.
my favorite brush from the line.
You can make nice dots if you load it up really heavy so that they just kind of pop right off the tip of the bristle. And then it's great for swirls and twirls. I'll give you a little swirl action right there. But as you can see, the brush kind of flows around. And since it has a fine tip, you can go really thin to thick with your swirls. And then I'll just lay some extra teardrops here, just to give you some teardropping demo. And I'll put a couple of teardrops coming out of here. And then I'll just do a couple more dots. So if you want to make this a quick design, you can just leave it like this without any black outline. And it's got so much color that you really don't need black. So that can save you some time. Do, 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 do. Here, I'm going to do another teardrop, teardrop. Oh, you look so cute. Just putting some little lines in those leaves. Kind of. There we go. Those are some wild leaves. All right. I guess we'll just leave it like that because I think it looks cute. Do you think it looks cute? I hope you do.
I haven't seen it yet, but I hope so.
She's gonna really like it. If you have any comments, leave them below, and please come check out JestPaint.com and search for the Bolt brushes and pick some up to try them out yourself. Have a great day.